Jones Jr. and Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Sit down.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the two champions and their teams. First of all, representing Square Ring Promotions, Mr. John Wirt, manager McGee Wright, and the head trainer for Roy Jones Jr., the legendary coach, Alton Merkinson. So ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida, he's a 1988 Olympian who received Boxer of the Tournament honors after being robbed of Olympic gold. 8-time world champion in 4 weight divisions and recognized as pound for pound for the better part of a decade, the champion. He made history on March 1st, 2003, when he dethroned then heavyweight champion John Ruiz to become the first former middleweight world champion to win the heavyweight title in more than 100 years. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Roy the Terminator Jones Jr. And Team Hopkins, represented by promoter Mr. Oscar De La Hoya, head trainer Mr. Nazim Richardson, and his attorney Mr. Arnold Joseph. So ladies and gentlemen, he comes to us from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a 5-time world champion in the middleweight and light heavyweight divisions, known as one of the greatest middleweights in boxing history. He reigned for over a decade as the undisputed middleweight champion with a record of 20 consecutive title defenses, including wins over Tito Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya. Currently rated in the top 5 of today's boxing pound-for-pound kings, ladies and gentlemen, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he's Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins. I'd like the two rivals to take their places at this time in their seats. And ladies and gentlemen, here to tell us about the rules of the debate, he's from Big Boy neighborhood on Power 106, for 2 decades, a legend here in Los Angeles, Big Boy.
Rivals, gentlemen, rules of the debate. There will be rules. 6 rounds. 6-round must answer debate. 6 rounds, you must answer debate. Now, no fighter can interrupt the other during his opponent's answer. At no time can you interrupt an answer while your opponent is answering, please. No fighter can be saved by the bell during this debate. Now, each fighter allowed a 2-minute opening statement followed by a question and answer period where each fighter will have 1 minute to answer the same question. At the end of each time session, Michael Buffer and myself, along with our timekeeper referee, will ring the bell signaling the end of each of those segments, each answer period. So with that, we shall begin.
Thank you, Big Boy. We'll take our seats right over here as moderators. Gentlemen, take your microphones. Rivals, we're about to begin. First, we will have opening statements. First opening statement by Mr. Roy Jones Jr.
Good afternoon. We're happy for you all to be here. It's a blessing from God for all of us to be here. I'd like to thank y'all for taking the time out to come listen to this. Don't worry about the foolishness you hear today. Just tune in April 3rd and watch the real go down. Peace.
Mr. Bernard Hopkins.
Thank you for coming.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Thank you for coming. Hope you stay longer.
First question. This fight is themed The Rivals. Let's start with Mr. Hopkins. Why is this a rivalry?
Well, first of all, the title of the fight is a rivalry, but to me, it's personal. And I know that most people in this room heard that many times before. But I think this legacy of mine and the legacy of Roy Jones Jr. has some credibility to the word personal. Well, let me tell you the numbers. This is 2010, 1993. If your math is off a little bit, I can tell you it's over 15, 16 years. So that's why it's personal to me, and that's why it's important to me before my career wind down, that I get this man back in the ring come April 3rd to send him on his way to the Hall of Fame with the last person on his mind that he can remember in his whole career, the executioner.
Mr. Jones Jr., why is this fight a rivalry?
The fight is a rivalry because, like the man just said, we are two legendary Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers. But the point of the matter is that we all always have a debate and a rival about whose career has been the most impressive. And because of that rival and debate, I started out beating him, and I'm going to end up beating him.
All righty. We're going to go back with you, Roy. Now, Roy Jones Jr., why is this fight so important? And what statement are you trying to make?
The fight is important because, hate to say it, but that is my rival, and I must defeat my rival. Second thing is, it's just perfect opportunity, perfect timing. The fans wanted, they couldn't get the other fight they wanted, so it's very important that you give them something that they want. And it's something they've been asking for about 12 years now.
Mr. Bernard Hopkins, same question, why is the fight so important? And if you are, what statement are you trying to make?
Well, you listen to Roy Jones' statement, he said something that I agree with. He hate to say it. He said he hate to say it. I know what that means. They hate to say it means that we waited 17 years to finally get here. He said it, I didn't. I hate to say it, but he is my rivalry. And they know I've always been his rival. But it took now, and it took a lot of other things in our careers to bring us here. So now that he's here, his worst nightmare then came to pass. Me.